Right now, live at 5.
We're previewing the president's visit to Superior and what brought him to the Twin Ports.
Plus, Duluth's mayor changes her mind, why she decided to light the lift bridge blue and yellow for Ukraine after all. But first,
here in St. Paul, hundreds of people are gathering to honor an Iron Range lawmaker. We'll tell you what you need to know coming up tonight.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening. I'm Briggs LaSavage. Thanks for joining us. Kristen is off tonight. An Iron Range lawmaker who knows the struggles of ALS firsthand is fighting for Minnesotans like him. State Senator David Tomassoni authored 2 bills that were introduced today. The first sets up grants for people who care for ALS patients. The second puts funding toward treating and preventing the disease. Dozens of state lawmakers, health leaders, and other ALS advocates came together in St. Paul today to support Tomassoni's proposals. They recognize the toll that ALS has taken on the Chisholm native and hope that both these efforts can help save lives.
There's a lot that we can do, but we just have to make the effort come together, both Democrat, Republican, and the governor, and get this over the finish line, because we can impact people's lives in a positive way.
Tomassoni, who is 69, announced his ALS diagnosis last summer. Since then, he's continued to serve his constituents on the range, which he has done so for 30 years. Tomassoni plans to retire at the end of his term in January. Meanwhile, hundreds of people are coming together to support Tomassoni and the fight against ALS at a special event in St. Paul tonight. That's where we find CBS 3's Rob Coles. Rob, what's going on there?
Well, Briggs, I'm here in Carpenter's Hall in St. Paul, where people have traveled from all across the state to show support. Now, the whole event tonight, it's starting with kind of like a social hour first. The main program is going to start at 7. It's all about celebrating the legacy of Tomassoni and, you know, what he meant for people, not just on the Iron Range, but across the entire state. I'm joined here by Representative Dave Lislegard. Dave, talk to me about Senator Tomassoni and his legacy.
Well, first of all, Senator Tomassoni is beloved by everyone across the state, not just as Democrat or Republican, but just overall. David has that ability to bring out the good and see the good in people, and people are drawn to him. In the world of politics, where you have all of this partisanship, David has the ability to cut through and bring people together for a good outcome for everyone.
Yeah. You mentioned before, like, he's super effective. That's why he's so effective?
Well, yes, he's effective because he sets politics aside. He puts people before politics, right? That partisanship is what's hurting this country, and David brings that sense of togetherness, and that is what David is known for on both sides. When you look over here, you're going to see Democrats, Republicans from all over the state coming here to honor our colleague.
Yeah, and tell me about this, you know, what does this fight mean for other people who have ALS?
Well, it's extremely important. It's underfunded, both research and for the caregivers. And so Senator Tomassoni, to speak to who he is and his quality, as he's going through this most difficult time, he is using this moment to impact and help people moving forward.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Now, there is also a fundraising effort behind this event tonight. Organizers say they're asking people to consider donating $20 to an organization called Never Surrender. It's a nonprofit that is dedicated to raising money and building awareness for ALS. For anybody that wants to donate, we will have a link to that on our website, cbs3duluth.com.
Right, a very important cause. That was our Rob Coles live in St. Paul for us tonight. Thank you, Rob. Meanwhile, Russia's war on Ukraine, rising inflation, and the coronavirus pandemic are all expected to take priority when President Biden delivers his first State of the Union address tonight. Capitol Hill police have ramped up security as they brace for possible protests. Natalie Brand has a preview from Capitol Hill.
The crisis in Ukraine looms large over President Biden's first State of the Union speech, and it's the top issue on people's minds, according to a new CBS News poll.
He will definitely spend time in the speech talking about the conflict in Ukraine, his efforts to rally the world.
The White House says in tonight's speech, the president will lay out efforts he's taken with U.S. allies to stand up against Russia's aggression, including punishing economic sanctions and efforts to keep them from impacting American consumers. Lawmakers are also hoping to hear more about the administration's push for more than $6 billion in additional aid to Ukraine, as the country's leaders say they need more weapons.
I'm suggesting it should go up by $1 billion more on each side, humanitarian and military, and end up being about $8 billion.
Fences have once again gone up around the Capitol ahead of this speech with threats of a trucker protest. Hundreds of National Guard are also on standby.
With the economy and inflation as the other top issues Americans polled want to hear about, President Biden is expected to make yet another pitch for key pieces of his stalled Build Back Better plan, including an expanded child tax credit and a $15 minimum wage.
They're paying more for gas. There's a tax on every American with the inflation.
Senior administration officials say the president will announce a unity agenda of policy areas that could garner bipartisan support, including mental health. After the address, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds will deliver the Republican response. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Biden will be delivering his State of the Union address starting at 8 Central Time tonight. CBS 3 will carry that live on air and online. We'll have a full recap of the president's address tonight on the CBS 3 News at 10. And the president's visit to Superior in the Twin Ports is now just less than 24 hours away. Today, CBS 3's Quinn Gorham spoke with White House staff and local lawmakers to learn more about why the president chose Superior to tout his infrastructure bill. Quinn, what'd you learn?
That's right, Briggs. Well, tomorrow's visit will be the president's first outing after tonight's State of the Union address. Typically, that carries some sort of significance as to the administration's priorities over the last year. Now, according to White House Senior Advisor and Infrastructure Coordinator Mitch Landrieu, the president's decision to visit here in Superior is very purposeful. During tomorrow's address, the president hopes to highlight the bipartisan infrastructure law that passed through Congress late last year. The law hones in on items like environmental remediation, better roads and bridges, and upgraded ports, among other things. Landrieu says locations like the Blatnick Bridge, the St. Louis River, and the ports all display opportunities to upgrade existing infrastructure. He added the area offers a unique blend of places that all stand to benefit from the infrastructure law.
He wanted to spend his first day on the road talking about the importance of rebuilding bridges, rebuilding roads, rebuilding waterways, fighting climate, making sure that we have clean air, clean water, cleaning up the Superior Lakes. And you couldn't think of a better place to do it than at the foot of the Blatnick Bridge.
Landrieu says the president also wants to fund better high-speed internet across northern Wisconsin, so that's also expected to be a topic of discussion. Now, as for local lawmakers, both Republicans and Democrats are looking forward to tomorrow's visit. I heard from Representative Tom Tiffany and Senator Tammy Baldwin, who want different things out of that law, but both believe that Northwest Wisconsin stands to benefit. Baldwin voted for the bill, while Tom Tiffany voted against that.
All right, thanks, Quinn. We'll hear from those lawmakers coming up tonight at 6. And of course, CBS 3 will be bringing you live coverage of the president's visit tomorrow, both on air and online. Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, a nice sunny day out there for us today.
Yeah, we shook off that flurry chance fairly early, and then a little slice of higher pressure came in to bring a blue sky. Well, it's mostly blue over Ashland at the moment, but there is a little touch of haze trying to push in. We take this live look out at that neck of the woods and see that for the most part, it is sunshine on the roads rather than snow. But there is another chance for flurries tonight. Another Alberta Clipper is rolling its way out of the Dakotas towards us. And for us, it really means just flurries. Clouds increase tonight, so the sunshine goes away, of course, and light snow is possible through Wednesday morning. Light means about a trace to maybe an inch. So coming up tonight, look for those clouds to be on the increase. If you're out at night looking up at the sky, maybe you'll actually see them doing that. Low temp will be 15 above. What a dream that seems to be after last week's 15 to 40 below business. Wednesday, high temp 25 is a little cooler than normal. The normal's 30. But we'll take that. That's not so bad. Morning snow showers could give way to sunshine again by Wednesday afternoon. Come Thursday, maybe more sun. But on Friday, we cloud up again in advance of that potential big system for the weekend. Give you the latest theories. They go up and they go down. They go back and they go forth. I'll give you the latest in just a few more minutes.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, an upcoming referendum in Washburn is asking the community to support local EMS services. Details in City by City next.
Ready to put your house on the market? Then choose locally owned and operated Adolphson Real Estate to help you navigate the home selling process with no hidden fees. We do a free market analysis and personalize a marketing plan for the sale of your home. Contact Adolphson Real Estate to start working with one of our knowledgeable and experienced agents today.
Russell, what does this have to do with law?
Absolutely nothing.
Rental cars are in high demand, but now there's another option. Rent a Toyota RAV4 or Sienna from Cary Toyota in Superior. Current models fill the rental fleet at competitive pricing. Rent for a single day or save with a weekly rental rate. Enjoy the reliability of Toyota on your next road trip. Unlimited mileage is automatically included when you rent at Cary Toyota in Superior. That's right, unlimited miles. You don't have to buy a new car to drive a new car. Call Cary Toyota in Superior to reserve your rental vehicle today. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
A weekend sledding event bringing the whole community together.
Fewer boundary water permits are available this year.
We're checking in with mushers to see how things are going on day 2 of the Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon.
What one ESCO family is thankful for.
The latest details on a massive fire that has shut down an entire Duluth.
What the idling of Cleveland Cliffs mines and Silver
To stay up to date with the news and weather that impacts you and your community, tune to Live Local CBS 3.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News. Live at 5, here's a live look from Mount Zion in Ironwood, Michigan tonight. The ski hill announced today that they'll be switching to spring hours, meaning they'll only be open Friday through Sunday for the rest of the season. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. An opportunity for a warm shower for those without water in Superior, and a chance to speak with a local lawmaker in Hibbing. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Washburn, Wisconsin tonight with a chance to learn more about an upcoming referendum. In April, the city will have a public safety services referendum on the ballot. If passed, it would increase property taxes to pay for 2 full-time EMS personnel, increase on-call stipends, and keep competitive police wages. The levy would increase taxes by $1.83 per $1,000 of property value. The first meeting is this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the club in Washburn. The second will be next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at the Ambulance Hall. And next we head over to Superior tonight, where the local YMCA is stepping up to help those in need. A Billings Park area apartment complex is currently without hot water, so the Y is offering free shower passes to building residents. They say those affected don't need to prove their residency. They can just walk in and ask. The offer will run for the next few days until crews can restore the hot water. And we wrap up in Hibbing, Minnesota tonight, where a local representative will be holding a public forum soon for her constituents. Representative Julie Sandstead of Hibbing is inviting residents of the Iron Range to a virtual town hall and community conversation on Saturday, March 12th. She plans to discuss the current legislative session and answer questions from constituents. The event will start at 10:30 a.m. and will be held via Facebook Live. Questions can be submitted before the meeting, and we'll have a link to that on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, changing her mind. Why Duluth's mayor reversed course and said the city will be lighting the lift bridge. Her explanation in just a few minutes.
Normal high is 30. Today we made 33. Tomorrow we'll cool down just a little bit as we get a chance for light snow. Really just a dusting for most towns. Something more substantial is still slated to come towards us for the weekend. We'll talk about the latest ideas of what's going to happen coming up after our break.
Stay connected to Live Local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Lakota Ojibwe College really supports your education no matter how long it takes you. It's a very good group of people here to help continue your education.
Hi, it's me again. Listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Just follow me. I'll lead the way.
There's always something new under the sun.
Oh, you just put me in a good mood.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Today sure was gorgeous. Had to crack the window in the car today. There was something called heat in the car. It actually caught up today. Finally a sign things are getting a little bit warmer. We have officially started meteorological spring, although I think winter is going to be making a few counterattacks here for the next month, maybe even 2. You know how it rolls around here. So what's going to roll this week? Tonight, clouds increase. Sunshine today gives way to clouds tonight, and those clouds are coming from an Alberta clipper. So Wednesday morning gets a chance for some very light snow. It's only a 30% chance, and if we get an inch in the snow belt, that's going to be about it. Later on this week, well, we get some sunshine for Thursday, maybe even parts of Friday. But by Saturday and Sunday, that bigger system from the west will be with us. And there's a 70% chance we're going to get something. What we're going to get still is a bit up in the air, but we'll give you the latest theories here after we look at these current conditions from Duluth International Airport. 30 degrees is the current temp, and we still have sunshine coming across. Westerly wind, that's going 9 miles per hour. Relative humidity, 51%. And current regional temperatures, mid-20s towards border country, especially International Falls. Upper 20s for the Vermilion Range. Mesabi range temperatures are going about 26 to 30 across the board there. And we're looking at 32 to 34 from Cloquet down towards Moose Lake. Similar temperatures found here in the Twin Ports, including a 34 to talk about in Superior. North Shore numbers, 25 to 32. Much of northern Wisconsin running 27 to 35. 35 in Hayward, not bad at all. Upper 20s for the Upper Peninsula. Temperatures tomorrow will come down just a little bit, but still, they won't be so bad at all. And even come Thursday morning when we do slip below zero by about 5 degrees one more time here, that's not as cold as the 40 belows of last week. Well, looking at the national picture, there's a little slice of high pressure that came in between Alberta Clippers, and it'll be sliding away, heading towards the south and towards the east as we speak here, allowing this low pressure system, this Alberta Clipper, to bring us a chance for flurries overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. At this stage of the game, though, the sky is still fairly clear for most of our zones from the higher pressure that we had. But the clouds over towards Grand Forks, you can see they're starting to peak across the border. So that's why I say clouds will thicken tonight. And from those thicker clouds, till about noon tomorrow, we might get a trace less than an inch of snow for northern Minnesota. Into northern Wisconsin and into the snow belt, maybe 1 inch, maybe 2 if we push it towards places like Watersmeet and Ironwood and into Iron County. But it won't be a huge system. That is lurking off towards our west. So our higher pressure, from now, it goes away. There's the Alberta Clipper taking a bit of a dive to the southeast, and there's the next low then for the weekend that's set up to our west. And our friends at the National Weather Service say the model runs are running anywhere from 2 to 14 inches for estimated snow totals. That's an awfully wide range indeed. So hopefully the models will come together and sort this out for us perhaps as early as tomorrow. But keep an eye on us until then. We'll give you the latest. Increasing clouds tonight. That's the latest for Minnesota with lows 4 inland, 18 by the lake. Clouds will increase over Wisconsin and Michigan as well, but it's warmer there. Low temps 12 to 15 above. Tomorrow's high temps, 24 to 30 for Wisconsin and the UP, 30% chance for light morning snow, and a 30% shot for Minnesotans as well. Highs tomorrow, 17 to 28, so not as warm as today, but still not bad. Eyeing up the extended forecast, enjoy Thursday's sunshine after that start at 5 below. Then it clouds up on Friday. Then we get the 70% chance for Saturday and Sunday snow. Briggs, it's early in the game, yes, but I would say be ready for at least a moderate snowfall.
Yeah.
Some folks are tired of snow after last week's big one, so we could use a lighter one now, but sometimes nature doesn't do what we want it to do.
No, it sure doesn't. You know, you mentioned rolling down your car windows. I've been really looking forward to doing that for the first time, but yeah, that snow in the forecast reminds me, maybe not quite yet.
We'll call this false spring version 1.
Yes.
And then it comes back for the weekend.
A few more rounds of that to go, I'm sure, too.
Right.
Thanks, Dave. Well, a big reversal from Duluth's mayor tonight. She's decided to light the city's most prominent landmark to support Ukraine after all. This morning, Mayor Emily Larson announced the aerial lift bridge will be lit blue and yellow tonight through Sunday. Larson initially said no to that request, saying she didn't want the structure to be politicized, and it opened the door to waves of other special requests. But after a flood of community emails filled city councilors' inboxes overnight, Larson announced this morning that she had changed her mind. She denied our request for an interview about that today, but in a statement, she wrote that sometimes you make a decision based on important variables and then understand that those things don't apply. She said the community is right and thanked everyone for reminding her of who Duluth is. Inger Tower will also be lit yellow and blue tonight through Sunday. Larson added that the city plans to create a lighting policy for these landmarks within the next 2 months. And tonight, Duluth police are still looking for a man who robbed a bank downtown. It happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon at the National Bank of Commerce at West Superior Street and 3rd Avenue. Police say a man walked in, demanded money, and then ran off. The suspect was not armed at the time, and thankfully, no one was hurt. Now, police say they're looking for this man. He's described as 5'9" with a possible limp. Police say he was wearing a dark-colored sweatshirt, jeans, a white hat, sunglasses, and a camo mask. Anyone with information is asked to call 911. Still to come, despite COVID concerns in the Big Easy, Mardi Gras returned to the streets of New Orleans today. How the celebration is managing the pandemic next.
Eric Paulson here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and discoverwisconsin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the Cabin Podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book, and as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-816-8219. That's 800-816-8219.
New Duluth Auto is the Duluth used car dealer. We have plenty of makes and models to choose from. Nissan, Honda, Toyota, and we even carry multiple options for our most popular vehicle, the Subaru Forester. Large cargo space, all-wheel drive, what's not to love? All of our vehicles are priced under $20,000. To make these deals even sweeter, there is a 1 to 5 year warranty included on all vehicles. Give us a call, stop by, or view our inventory online at newduluthauto.net. Because here at New Duluth Auto, we are your Duluth used car dealer.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters in Duluth on March 19th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
Black Bear Casino Resort wants you to join our team. On Monday, April 4th, you are invited to our job fair from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Otter Creek Event Center. Applications and interviews available for on-the-spot hiring, with part-time and full-time positions available. We offer many benefits for full-time employees, from 6 paid holidays each, 3+ weeks of paid time off, reward for perfect attendance, 401k retirement plan that we match, health and dental plans, life insurance coverage, long-term and short-term disability, FMLA, and workers' compensation. We can't wait for you to join our team on April 4th at our job fair. For more information, visit blackbearcasinoresort.com.
An estimated 1.5 million people have converged on New Orleans for Mardi Gras' boisterous return today. Last year's event was canceled because of COVID, and 2020 was an unwitting super spreader. COVID cases in New Orleans are down, but still higher than before the Omicron surge. There are some restrictions in place, including masks indoors and showing proof of vaccination. Despite concerns, the event is carrying on.
You know how bad glitter is when it gets on you and how hard it is to get off? That was the coronavirus during Mardi Gras a couple of years ago.
Businesses are hoping to safely see the benefits of the extra foot traffic this year, which could add $1 billion to their local economy. Meanwhile, closer to home, starting today, prisons in Wisconsin will once again be allowing in-person visitors. It comes as COVID cases across the country continue to fall. The prison system initially closed its doors to visitors back in March of 2020 as the pandemic first took hold. Then the Department of Corrections had reopened to visitors last July, but closed down again in December amid the Omicron surge. DOC officials say 83% of Wisconsin prisoners have at least one dose of the COVID vaccine.
We've got a busy news day today. President Biden set to deliver his first State of the Union address tonight as he faces political headwinds from rising costs and the war in Ukraine. Plus, the Russian oligarchs targeted, the effort to sanction Russia's richest, and why they're moving their super yachts to avoid American restrictions. And American kindness as the war in Ukraine rages on. We've got more on the effort here to help all those refugees. The CBS Evening News is now just minutes away.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Heart and Vascular Center. Visit essentiahealth.org/myheart to take our free online heart health risk assessment.
Enjoy the benefits of soft water with the largest in-stock selection of water softeners at Menards. Morton's Demand Control Wi-Fi water softener is a smarter way to manage your water. Integrated Wi-Fi capabilities allow you to monitor your salt levels and water usage from your smartphone at home or away. Plus, Morton's look-ahead technology learns and predicts your water needs, saving you money. Get 11% off everything, including Morton water softeners, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, I'm Steven, your Bauer and CCM skate and stick fit specialist here at Play It Again Sports. The Bauer Skate Lab creates a perfect 3D mold of every hockey player's foot. Stop in today to get your perfect fit.
Trade in, trade up, and save.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Tuesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we were live in St. Paul as lawmakers and friends are gathering to celebrate the legacy of Senator David Tomassoni. Today, the longtime Chisholm lawmaker introduced 2 bills that aim to help those living with and affected by ALS. Last summer, Tomassoni announced his own ALS diagnosis and has since confirmed that this will be his last legislative term. And tonight at 6, as sanctions tighten against Russia, the United States and other world leaders have agreed to a plan to help manage the rising cost of gas. Their plan and just how high the national gas average has gone tonight. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here at 6.